Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all keeping well. This is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. For today's video we're going to be doing a bit of a stitch and chat. Now it's quite at a bit of an awkward angle. I'll explain that to you in a minute. Because yeah, I was using my tripod the other went to use my tripod the other day when I went to get stuff out to start recording a video. And what happened when I tried to attach the tripod to the table? The tripod broke. And after all the stress and that of this week as well, I was like, no. I was like, I can't afford to get another tripod yet. So that's my cat, by the way. So what we're currently doing is my husband has put the end of the tripod, because it's the clamp bit that's broke, he's put the end of a tripod hooked in the top or middle of a bookshelf, and I've leaned it over and I've put the table right underneath it. So if the angle is a bit awkward today, I really do apologise. And if you can't see the exact stitches that that's it, Liam, just walk all over it. I don't mind. So if you can't see the exact stitches that I can't believe it is sat on it. So if you can't see the exact stitches that I'm stitching today, again, I really do apologise about that, but unfortunately I'm kind of limited to what I can do until I can get another tripod fixed. Well, not fixed, because I did look if I could get the end to it on Amazon, but I can only get the whole thing again, and to be honest, the whole thing's only about £15 anyway. So as soon as I can, I will be getting another tripod. So without further ado, we'll start the video. So just make me sure my camera's there. I'll tighten this up because the cat has been walking over it, so now it's loosened it up a bit. So what we're working on today is, because this looks upside down to you, doesn't it? So I'll turn it round. We are working on this kit. It is a Joy Sunday kit, and I didn't write down where this kit was from. They recently sent it me. They sent me another one. Bear with me for just a second, guys. I apologise. Yeah, Seven Greats sent me this kit for an unboxing and review, because I recently did an unboxing of this kit. I did an unboxing of a Halloween one as well, and I was trying to decide which one to actually start on, because I haven't done a lot of stitching, because of obviously recent things that's gone on. But I'm slowly, hopefully, trying to pick up my stitching again. But I decided to go with this one, and this is Female Dancer, and it is on a 14 count, and it is a 40 by 47. So we'll have a look. I'll just take my threads out first, because obviously I'm going to need them. I'm not following the chart because I'm following the actual printing on the fabric. And at the moment, this is how far I've got on it. So I've not got that far. I've actually... No, my initial thing was to start from 50 by 50 and start the corner. And I kind of did do that. But I first started by doing these bits here. I went down to 50 here. I found the 50 mark there. And then I went across and I counted 50 by 50 squares down there, and I did my starting point there. So that's how I start these kits, how I've started working on them now, so it doesn't look overwhelming just trying to do stitches here and stitches there. I do 50 by 50 blocks now, and yeah, I normally start it by that corner. I count 50, like 5 squares down, 5 across. That's my starting point, and I know that this whole area here is what I'm currently stitching on. So I just find that easier to do now then, because before I was just stitching bits all over, and yeah, I felt like I was all over the place, and it was sometimes when you're looking at a pattern, even on the printing on the thing, it can look quite overwhelming. But if you, I find that working 50 by 50, like 50 across 50 down, making your starting point there, I'd find it's not so overwhelming, because then all you're focused on is this block here. So I'm going to carry on with this, and we're going to have a chat while we carry on. So I've not got a thread threaded up at the moment, threaded up. So we're on colour, we're currently stitching that green area there up until here, which is the 50 mark. So I've got to find out what colour that is. And because I'm working from the fabric, I'm looking down in, we've got a green square here, which is number 11. So I know that's number 11 is the colour on the chart. So I'll just roll that back up. I do apologise if you're not seeing the actual stitches themselves, me doing the stitches, but I'm going with what I can do at the minute, because like I said, it's hard. When you're doing an unboxing, it's not too bad, because I can do it with the camera facing me and just lean my phone up against something. But when you're doing a stitch and chat, it's harder, because you haven't got, I haven't got that tripod to put attached to my table and put it directly over the stitching. So this is the best we're gonna go with at the moment. But if you're anything like me, when you're watching a stitch and chat anyway, you're 9 times out of 10, you're more listening than watching. I do watch, but I'm also stitching what I'm working on as well. So I'm good just getting my thread ready here. Just getting the ends. So because it's a 14 count, it only requires you using 2 strands of thread. But what you can actually do is separate just 1 strand from the 6 strands you have and fold it over like I've done here. And you fold it over like there, and you've got 2 ends there. Try and get them as straight as possible. Now, I'm what they call a floss licker. I have to lick the ends of my floss. I have to lick the ends of it. And I find it's easier to thread through the needle. Or so I say. I probably won't be able to do it now. Yeah. I have got needles. You can use needle threaders as well. I'm just used to doing it this way. So, I'm just going to try it off there. It does a come undone, that does, but it kind of gives it a start. So, where are we at the moment? I am blind as a bat. 8 minutes, is it? 8 minutes, so we're all right. So I'm actually going to start with the green part here. And I just thought we'd have a chat while we work on it. So yeah, because I folded it over, there is actually a way that you can seal it off at the back as well, which I'll show you now. So if I can see it properly, I've normally got my lamp light on. So I put the needle through, I pull it through part way, don't pull it through all the way, because you'll just end up pulling it out again. Do half a stitch, like you've got half a stitch, and then turn the fabric over, and then you can see I've got my other half a strand there, and at the end of this strand you've got like a loop on the end where you folded it. I'll just thread the needle through there, pull it through. I'm going to hold it up like that, and don't yank it, just very lightly pull it, and then that will seal the back for you. So I've sealed that off now, so I'm just gonna me with my gunners, I'm going to, no, I'm working half a stitch and then going back and doing the other half. So I'll work with on these. What's I been working on with them? So I will get myself another tripod. I'll just have to wait until we get our money sorted. So how's everyone been? I hope you're all keeping well. It's not been the best. It's not been the best couple of weeks for us here. However, obviously, I don't really want to go into that. It's a bit personal, really, but just know that we're getting through it. We're doing all right. We'll get there. We'll get there. But I'll tell you about the good things that's happened. So the good thing that's happened. May holiday when the kids were off for a week. It was my birthday on, they broke up on the Friday from school, and it was my birthday on the Sunday. So the Saturday, I had pre-booked, booked to go to the Cat Cafe in Blackpool. As you'd have probably seen, if you've watched the videos, you'd have seen it. I was meant to go in April, but obviously you're familiar with that. I did have to get home because my husband wasn't well there. He had the chicken pox. So I'd rebooked it for the 25th of May, which was the day before my birthday. Now, my son came with me because I knew I was going to be doing a bit of filming. And my daughter, she absolutely adores cats, don't get me wrong, but she's not used to them coming very close to her and maybe jumping on her lap. So I was a bit unsure about how my daughter would be. So to save any tears, I thought, yeah, I know my son will be fine with it. I am going to take my daughter out. I'll have to arrange that. But yeah, my son came with me. Did a bit of filming. The cats, oh, they were gorgeous. They were absolutely gorgeous, really adorable. There was this one cat called, what was the cat's name, Bran?
We had one called TikTok, but...
No, I'm on about the ones that come by. Vinny, it was.
Bam Bam.
Yeah, there was two cats. One was called Vinny and the other one was called Bam Bam. And I don't know if they were like this from the same family, but yeah, it was Vinny. As soon as we went in and we sat on the chairs, Vinny came straight over to Brandon. Brandon sat down and Vinny was like, I'm going to get in on some of the action here. And he jumped on the arm of the chair and was having a fuss off Brandon. Then he was having a fuss off me. Then he walked back over to Brandon, had a fuss, walked back out to me, had a fuss. And it was like that. And I stood up to do something. I think I just wanted to take a picture of something. And when I turned round, Vinny had got in my seat. He was sat on my chair with his arm, his paw rested across the arm of the chair as if to say, what you doing?
How are you doing?
As if say, how you doing? It was proper chilled out. It was so funny. But yeah, we had a really, really good time. The weather was absolutely glorious. It was lovely. It was lovely. I was thinking about having the older day pictures took where you can go to a shop and dress up in the old day themes and have photos taken. But I think they were already doing a photo shoot, so we had to wait for a while. And I think it was about £25. And yeah, in the finish I decided we couldn't really wait that much longer, and I thought we still had to go to the Cat Cafe. We still wanted to have a walk around Blackpool, and I thought obviously money wise we couldn't really ended up affording that, so we didn't do that this time. We will do it in the future, but we just didn't do it this time. So then we had a walk along Blackpool front. We did. We had lunch in Starbucks. We did. Because when we go to Starbucks or Costa, if me and my son go, we usually do a half and half. Because we can't decide whether we want sausage or a bacon bun. So we'll get a bacon bun, we'll get a sausage bun. then we'll cut it in half and we'll have half each. Like my son will have half a bacon, half a sausage, and I have half a bacon and half a sausage, and it works out well. So yeah, I had a nice coffee and that, and my son went to the fidget shop and we had a good walk around. Tried to tempt my son into these like Cinderella carriage rides that they have in Blackpool, in a big pink one, but yeah, he wasn't going for it. I couldn't tempt him enough. So yeah, okay, okie dokie then. So yeah, we went to the cat cafe. So that was on the Saturday, and on the Sunday, obviously it was my birthday on the Sunday, so my mother-in-law came round, and my husband, he cooked ramen, and if I remember correctly, I think that's what we're having tonight. Yeah, my husband cooked ramen for my birthday meal, and it was nice, and just opened me presents and that. And through the week, I don't think we did a lot through the week when they were off, because obviously things can get expensive, can't it? So we didn't do a lot throughout the week, besides we had a few things to sort out. So, but then the following Friday, we met my friends from the West Midlands that came over for the day. So we met them in Happy Mount Park, spent a little bit of time with them, went back home, and I think that's it. We had a quiet weekend before the kids were back at school on Saturday. No, kids don't go to school on Saturday. What am I on about? Before the kids were back at school on a Monday. Yeah. And then the little ones had, well, they're supposed to be having sports day the last couple of weeks. But for the last couple of weeks, it's got cancelled because the weather hasn't been too great. So, but finally we managed to do my daughter's sports day. What day was it now? Thursday, I think. Oh, damn, I'm yawning. Thursday. So my daughter has sports day on Thursday. So, yeah. So we did that. My son, his sports day is on... No, it wasn't my daughter's sports day. It was my son's. Oh my God. I need to sleep more. I didn't sleep much last night. Well, I did sleep much. What am I on about? I went to bed late because I'm a fan of horror films. I do like horror films. I'm not too keen on films that are like haunting films, like Haunting of So-and-so or Haunting of So-and-so. They just freak me out too much. But I do like general horror films. I love Friday the 13th, things like Jason, Michael Myers and stuff like that. Well, obviously there's this one called... Huh?
You don't have to hold your mic.
No, holding my mic. There's this one called Terrifier.
Just let us speak.
Sorry, I had to have a sip of my drink. There's one called The Terrifier about Art the Clown. Now, if you're into horror films, you'll know exactly what I mean. If you're not, then yeah, I wouldn't advise watching it. Yeah, it's a freaky clown. And I watched the first one, I think it was sometime last year, and I was thinking about watching the second one. I was like, I don't know, because the first one was pretty, yeah. Well, I watched the second one last night, and that was just, I don't know if there's something wrong with me, because I laughed at it, at some parts in it. But yeah,
It makes Pennywise look tame.
yeah, yeah. As my husband just stated, Art the Clown makes Pennywise look very tame. It makes Pennywise look like a kitty cat. like a pussycat. So yeah, I said to my husband, I've watched it, I've seen it. It won't be a film that I'll buy, because it's not one that I could continuously watch again. I was just more curious than anything else. So curiosity was accomplished. But then I watched Strike after, because I've been watching the series of Strike again with Corman Strike with Tom Burke. My mother-in-law is a big massive fan of Tom Burke. She absolutely adores him. So yeah, I started watching that the other day, and I finished watching the series last night. There's 4 series out, and yeah, I finished the last series last night. They have not the last series, the latest one. They have made another series, but I don't know whether they're going to put them back to back, like 2 series back to back. But yeah, so I've got to wait until that comes out on ITV player. So yeah, I watched that. I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun watching that, because like I said, I haven't had it in me to want to stitch or colour, because of like constantly my mind ticking and worrying and everything. So I've just felt it a big comfort watching that. So yeah, I watched that. So I've started watching Stranger Things again, because we all know I'm speaking down the mic now. Stranger Things 5 is coming out this year. So yeah, I'm getting myself psyched up for that now. So far I'm going to go through Stranger Things again. So I started watching that last night, and I'll definitely probably watch it tonight as well. And on a really big happy note, this year, me and my husband, we've been married for 11 years. And yeah, we got together unofficially, but I'm not telling you about that, in 2010. Officially we got together in 2011, and we got married in 2013. But so yeah, we've been married 11 years this year. And I was on about how for our 15th wedding anniversary, I'd mentioned it before, that it'd be nice to renew our vows. Now I know it's something you might think, oh, 15 years isn't a long time to renew your vows. But the reason I'd mentioned it is because we have been through a hell of a lot together. We have been through a hell of a lot together, and we continue to go through a hell of a lot together, like all married couples do. And I just thought it'd be something special. And I just mentioned it ages ago. And today I was sat with my legs up on the sofa reading, because I've been doing a lot of reading lately. So I was reading, and I was that engrossed in my book, and I saw my husband walking around like he was looking for something. He got my daughter and my son looking for it as well. And I'm like, what are you looking for? And it's like, something. Okay. So I went back to my book. And then the next minute, I looked up from my book. My husband was standing in front of me. My daughter was on the one side of him. My son was on the other side. And the 3 of them got down on one knee. My son put a piece of paper up which said, will you? My husband put a piece of paper up that said, marry me. And my daughter put a piece of paper up that said, again, please. Oh, but it's so cute. So yes, my husband has proposed to me again for a renewal. So I was really happy with that. We're going to be doing it different now, because we're not going to go like registry office or church, obviously, because my husband, he suffers with severe social anxiety, he's agoraphobic, so he's not out the house at the moment. But we're going to do it as a more like a private ceremony type thing. What we're gonna do is the back garden. We're gonna do it at home. We're gonna decorate the back garden in like flowers and maybe garlands and stuff like that. And my daughter, I was thinking my daughter, she's gonna walk me up the garden path. I'm gonna walk with my daughter up the garden path. My son, he'll probably be at the front waiting with his daddy with the rings. And we're just going to say, obviously, we'll invite a couple of our family, but not too many, because our garden is not big at all. And we're going to say our vows in front of each other again and place the ring on the finger again. Oh, well, I'm so excited. We're not going to do it just yet, though, because obviously we're going to do it when we've been married for about 14, 15 years. So it'll be a while before we do it again, but I thought it was so sweet. And in that time, I can start, it'll give us time to start thinking about how we want to do the garden for that day. What kind of food we want to put on. Get rid of some of the stuff that's in the garden. Start thinking about what type of flower garlands or something I want to put up. Because I was thinking of putting garland flowers on the fencing area, so, and then just decorating the back garden for a while, and maybe do like a buffet. I don't know, we need to discuss it yet, because obviously we've got plenty of time, but we'll discuss what we want to do. And I just thought it'd be really nice, not to mention our kids can be a part of it as well. Because obviously when we got married, my daughter, she wasn't born, and I was only pregnant with my son. So we didn't have our kids at the wedding. So this would be something that would involve the kids, that the kids would be there. And I just thought, we both thought it'd be lovely and nice for them as well, and obviously as well for us. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Not to mention, we needed this happy moment in the past few weeks. So yeah, back to stitching. So I'm currently working my way down. Now, a 14 count, I do not work quick. When I'm stitching, I don't work quick. However, I think the whole idea of stitching when you're cross stitching is the most important thing is that you're enjoying what you're doing, taking your time and just getting the stitches in. So I was really pleased with this from 7th grade. It has really worked out. I like these. I was a bit dubious about cross stitch kits from Joyce Sunday range. Sorry, I'm pushing that forward, because Joyce Sunday, I seem to run out. They don't seem to give you a lot of threads, or if they do give you threads, they give you just enough, and I mean scarcely enough for you to manage to get the colours. However, I'm not sure what the case will be like with this, but I can go to my local craft shop in town and just top up on a thread or two if I need to. So that's not a problem at all. Yeah, just going through this now. So this video, I'll probably be uploading it tomorrow, because I've uploaded one recently, which was it? No, it wasn't the unboxing. It was sorting out the stash. Yeah. My last sorting out the stash I did. I only got rid of 1 or 2 kits. But the time before that, I think it was about 4. So it's not too bad. Not too bad. But yeah. So yes. So what's everyone's plans for this weekend? Ours is today we've just had like a chill day. Went to Greg's, got some lunch for the kiddos. Tomorrow is more washing. Well, I'm just going to start the washing today, but I'll get the washing done, get the kids' uniforms ready for Monday for school. Get that sorted. And that. And yeah, just work on my cross stitch and reading. I've been reading a lot. I've recently finished, the book I've finished is book 5 of the Mortal Instruments series, The Shadowhunters, and it was Throne of, no, it's not Throne of, no, I think it was Throne of Glass that I've recently read. I started it last year, but I only went quarter way through, and I've quickly gone through it. So that's the recent one that I've done, and I'll get, and just bear with me, I will get the one that I'm reading now. So just put that to the side there. Oh, it's here. Don't have to go far. So this is the one that I'm reading at the moment. Just take a sip of my Coke. So the one I'm reading at the minute is this one, and this is a Wicca book, and it is Reckoning, and it is by Kate Tiernan. Now this book, these are older ones. These are, they came out in 2002. This was published, so it's quite a few years old now. Gosh, it's 22 years old. Yeah, 22 years old this is. I remember these books when I was slightly younger. I was about 18, I think. Roughly about 18 when these came out, and I'm 41 now. I got it from a charity shop, and I think I literally got it for £1, if that. So I've started reading that today, and I'm up to page 60. It's really good. It's about a girl, and she finds out that she's got these Wiccan powers, that she's part witch, and that her mother has actually passed on now, but she finds out, well, she knows that her mother was part witch as well, and she's got witchcraft is hereditary in a family. She comes from a line of witches, I think. So I think she's going on a quest. She's just discovering herself, but she's also got telekinesis as well. Obviously, ability to move things with the force of the mind, a bit like Carrie. But yeah, she's currently trying to figure out family history. She's not getting on well with a dad at home and a stepmom. Her stepmom's pregnant. She's having she's having a child, so obviously this girl, she's got to move into a small box room, and yeah, she seems a tiny little bit bratty, to be honest, to be fair. But she's currently, well, she's sort of running away. She's got in touch with her dad, what she knows as her mum's brother, who was also obviously Wiccan. He knows all about that. So she's currently on a quest. She's gone travelling, well, she's travelling to see him. She's travelled there at the moment, and I think she wants to find out more about her family history. So it's really good at the moment. It's not much of a thick book, so that shouldn't take me that long to read at all. And after I've read this one, I shall be reading Ink Black Heart by Robert Galbraith. It is the 5th part in the books, in the Strike series, which I've just obviously watched on TV. So the Ink Black Heart, that one is a series that will be coming out. But I kind of just watched it, and I want to carry on knowing what's happened. So I did have a copy of my mother-in-law, but unfortunately I struggled to read some of it, so I've me, I thought, oh, I'll take it to the charity shop. And I wish I hadn't done that now. So yeah, that's coming in the post. I think it should be here tomorrow. So yeah, that is on my reading agenda. So anyway, guys, so that is how far I've got on my stitching at the moment. I haven't got that far, have I? But yeah, it takes its time, especially when you're working on a 14 count cross stitch. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. I am really enjoying it so far. I always, like I said, working in that 50 by 50 block method, it really helps, because at least then you're not looking at the whole design and it doesn't feel so overwhelming. And it helps if you've got confetti stitches as well, because you're only working on a small boxed area, so it doesn't seem so daunting. So yeah, really enjoying that one at the moment. Now, what I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below. I know this is just a stitching chat, but I'll leave a link in the description below to 7 grade, and if I can find the link to this one, I will leave that in the description below as well. I think I have got a discount code for you guys. Please don't shout at me if I'm wrong, but I think I have. So if I have, I will also leave that in the description below. So thank you to 7 Great for sending me in this kit for a review. I am going to really enjoy working on it and getting some more work done. So yeah, anyway, if you've enjoyed the video, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, then please consider pressing that subscribe button. It would be lovely to have you here. And if you're any gamers are out there, please feel free to follow my husband's channel, which is Crow Angel Gaming. He's uploaded constantly, quite a lot at the minute, and they're quite long videos as well. So if that is your jam, then please feel free to follow his channel as well. So anyway, I'm going to get going. Thank you everyone for watching the video. I really do appreciate it. Thank you to all my subscribers as well. And I'll see you again soon. So goodbye for now, guys. Bye.